what process you were going through, what thought process you had when you decided to transition from one party to the other?
When I started going to a couple of forums as a Democrat, I ran into a person and that was a Republican, and I had no idea who this person was. I didn't even know she was a Republican. But as we talked and she asked me questions, you know, she smiled, and I go, "Am I making you laugh, or are my questions, you know, funny?" And she goes, "No, they're not funny. They are so right to the core of a Republican. You are very conservative. What are you doing running as a Democrat?" And I'm like, so my values are too Republican. She goes, "Yes, you're going to lose. I mean, that message that you're going to try, you know, to run on that ticket is not going to work." Mm-hmm. And I didn't change anything. I kept my values. And when I ran the second time, and I just jumped in towards the end, I surprised everybody, surprised my family. And I had to send them down to the side and had to explain to them what the values were that I was brought up with, mm-hmm. and how they relate to the state and also to the U.S. And by talking to my family and explaining to my friends and elaborating on the values, especially the faith and the family values, mm-hmm. that just tuned everybody in that I was making the right decision.
Did you have any pressures? Were you worried about what party members on the Democrat side would say, or how they might treat you after this?
When I ran as a Democrat, they didn't even bother to talk to me. Mm. They just, you know, if
you weren't in their system.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And the way the system works down in South Texas, if you're not that flavor of the year, you're not going to be noticed. Mm-hmm. And so I took it upon myself, you know, to run for office. And that was one of the questions with the Democrats. Why are you running? You know, why fix something when it's not broken? That was one of the questions that came out from so many people, especially from my constituents, that I, you know, try to explain to them my values, especially when I touched the family and faith values. Mm-hmm. They were just like, no, you know.
So they think nothing's broken. And how do you respond to that?
Well, I told them, I go, do you want higher taxes? No. Do you want your, you know, your education for your kids to be cut? You know, I just started touching on education and started touching, mm-hmm. on the taxes and stuff that would affect them, mm-hmm. their family values and also their faith. Then they would react.